but I am only against the fake news media or press. Fake.
In record time, the phrase metamorphosed from a description of social media phenomenon into a journalistic cliché and an angry political slur. Fake news, a type of yellow journalism or propaganda that makes use of deliberate misinformation, dates back to the 1890s. It involved the use of fabricated stories in smear campaigns through the twisting of existing facts. By the end of the year 2016, the term had found its way back onto the global stage, with U.S. President Donald Trump leading the charge.
Really, the word, I think one of the greatest of all terms I've come up with is fake. I guess other people have used it perhaps over the years, but I've never noticed it.
By early 2017, the meaning had changed, at least in the dictionary of Donald Trump. Any unfavorable coverage about him meant fake news.
Go ahead. Since you are attacking our news not you. Not you. Can you give us a chance? Your organization is terrible. Our news can you give us a question? Don't be rude. No, I'm not going to give you a question. I'm not going to give you a question. You are fake news.
Misinformation, spin, lies, and deceit have, of course, been around for years, but the use of the fastest growing medium, social media, has deepened its roots. In 2016, Batsfield's media editor, Craig Silverman, uncovered the unique marriage between social media and how people are prepared to make stuff up to earn some easy cash, meaning getting rich through spreading of fake news. So during the 2016 U.S. general elections alone, at least 140 websites registered as companies with staff were said to have survived on the seal of fake news. In essence, it is a big business now. However, the negatives outweigh the positives as fake news remain a threat to democracies world over.
The fake news is creating violence.
The BBC's Media Leaders Conference, currently ongoing in Nairobi, Kenya, has assembled media owners and leaders to find possible ways of dealing with it. Former Director of News and Current Affairs at the BBC, Helen Bowden, wants media managers to see fake news as the biggest threat to survival of credible news.
One of the things we've learned is in the fight against fake news and disinformation, you have to collaborate sometimes with your competitors to investigate whether something is true or not.
A former head of the BBC's Africa Bureau, Joseph Warungu, believes double-checking sources of information is key.
First of all, we've got to go back into the traditional ways of journalism, verification, multiple sourcing, that a story is not just reported from a single source, it's actually verified.
Other media leaders and owners also shared their perspectives on ending the menace.
A lot of people come to us with stories and things that have happened, but as we tell our reporters, what are the facts? Where are your sources from? Double check, cross check. So we tend to spend a lot of time doing those things before anything gets to air.
As long as we have a media that seemingly works as a business, because it has to sell, and one of the biggest ingredients for media value is how many hits do you get, how many viewers do you get, how many listeners do you get, and how many people are actually buying that newspaper. It becomes a big problem because the media house needs to balance now.
The three-day BBC Media Leaders Conference would seek to build alliance with partners like TV3 in addressing the problem of disinformation. Edward Kwabi, TV3 News, Nairobi.